Good morning, everybody. It is September 25th, opening day of the West Virginia archery season, and Big Al and I are headed into the woods. It's about 6:20 or 6:35, so we're just a little late, but we're getting here. I got some pictures this morning at 3:30 of some does in my area, but Jared's not with us today. He went to a concert in Kentucky. This is also their anniversary week when they got married. So he won't be with us on the opening day of bow season, but he'll be with us again next Saturday. Hopefully he doesn't have to work. But Big Al and I come over yesterday. We got our safety harness ropes in the tree and our bow hangers and umbrellas and all that stuff. So just stay tuned and hopefully have some action for you. So we'll see you on the next clip. Folks, I don't think you can see it, but there's a deer standing right there in front of us. She ain't budging.
She's what, maybe 30 yards away?
She's 20 yards. 20 yards. There she goes. And she's going down in the hollow of her Big Al.
Hey everybody, it's me, Big Al. I'm in my tree stand. Me and Jody just separated. It is the 25th of September, first day of bow season. On our way in, we actually jumped 2 does. Well, one of them was a doe. The other one was probably a doe. But I'm in my tree stand. Jody's on his way to his. So we're going to try it in here for a little while. See what we can get. So stay tuned to J&J True Outdoor Adventures, and we'll see what we can bring you.
Good morning, everybody. It's September the 25th, opening day of the West Virginia bow season. Big Al and I are here. We're in our stands. We seen 2 deer coming in. I don't know if they showed up in the video clip that I tried to shoot with my cell phone. But we got within 20 yards of that one doe. She just stood there. And then finally she ran across in front of us and hooked up with the second one. And then as we was going on out towards Alvin's first stand, she was still there. And the other one was too, so they were in behind Alvin's new tree stand. His stand's down in the hollow though. But we're here. We're hunting half a day. Might come back over this evening. But it was 45 degrees this morning when I got up. And it's supposed to get up, I think, in the upper 60s, low 70s. So we're only going to hunt about a half a day, go home. And then I'll make a decision whether I want to come back in this evening or not. See if he's up to it. Again, Jared's not with us. He's at a concert in Kentucky. Last night I know it was Metallica. And of course this is, I can't remember exactly what day Jared Louisa's wedding was, what the date was. But this is sort of their anniversary weekend. So he's not with us today. But I'm sure he'll be here next Saturday. Unless he has to work. I don't know if he has to work or not. But so I'm going to get quiet. I gotten some pictures from my camera this morning at 3:30. There was about 4 does in here. So we'll just see what shows up. My salt blocks over here to my left. I had Lucky Buck out here just a little bit to my right in front of me. We did not get feeders put in. So this is just going to be whatever movement happens. I did put some feed out. I can't remember what it's called. Jared got it for me. I put it out yesterday evening when we was in here getting safety harness rope, bow hangers and everything installed. So just stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. 8:05. First deer of the morning. Of course, she's seen me up in this tree. I don't know where it went, but I just seen a bobcat with a squirrel in his mouth. He was going down right there where the sun is. He was going down the four-wheeler trail there, but I don't know where he went to. He wasn't letting any grass grow underneath him. It's the first time I've seen a bobcat when I've been over here bow hunting.
Hey everybody, it is about 20 minutes after 8. Been here a couple hours. I've not seen nothing except for 4 squirrels. I've had 2 in front of me, 1 right beside me, and 1 behind me, barking and jumping in trees, tearing the crap out of nuts. But other than that, I haven't seen or heard no deer. Now mind you, we have had no bait out except I got a salt block out and I got some lucky buck out. That's all I've got out. And that's been it. But stick it in here a couple more hours, see how things go. And we'll get back with you and let you know. But just want to give you a little update on what was going on. So stick with J&J True Outdoor Adventures, and we'll get back with you. Hello, everybody. Well, it is now, what time is it? 8:34, and I heard a deer blow behind me on top of the hill, and I looked around, didn't see nothing. I looked back up on the top of the hill to see if I could see it, and I turned back around, and about 45, 50 yards up on the hill in front of me, it was coming down. I think it was a doe. It blew and just took off running. So, I don't know how it saw me, because it was in a bunch of pines, but it saw me, and it took off, it took off running. So, I seen one, but it was coming down to lick the salt block, I know it was. So, 1 for a deer, 0 for Big Al. I blew that one. So, stay tuned and we'll get back with you.
I seen 2 deer over there. I seen them walk through that sunshine right there. But they were walking away. I thought maybe they were still standing over there when I got the camera on. I don't guess they're over spot there. It is a okay, it's about 10 o'clock. I had this one deer come in this morning, a doe. Got video of her. She was about 35, 40 yards out. Of course, first day of bow season, I didn't shoot. Wasn't even thinking about shooting. I thought I'd get some video for the viewers of some deer. Of course, she's seen me. They've probably gotten used to the stand being here, but nothing's sitting in it. And then, I don't know, about 50 minutes later, over here to the right, I seen something. First I thought it was all, a coyote. Then I looked, it was a bobcat, and it had a squirrel in its mouth, and it was going down the old four-wheeler trail that goes out to the White Oaks. And it wasn't letting no grass grow under it. Then, just about 20 minutes ago, and I took out the rangefinder. I did bring my rangefinder. This is a new spot, so I had to range some places so I know where some yardages are. But straight out in front of me, I seen something, the sun's shining, and I seen something on that hillside go through the sun. And I looked, and it was a deer, and then I seen a second deer. Well, I just ranged it just a minute ago, and it's just an opening. 122 yards away, and they were headed away from me, of course, but they were headed towards, this would have been Jared's second stand. It was out there on a flat, and that was the direction it was headed, so they might go out towards it. Of course, Jared doesn't really hunt out of it. It was more of I've only got a couple hours to hunt. I'm not going to go bother Dad. I'm just going to come in and hunt next to the road. But he still has it there. He shot a nice buck, I think, from that stand. No, he was sitting on the ground when he shot that buck. And it got away from him. Somebody actually took it. It went out next to the road and I think fell right next to the road. And by the time we got to the tracking the blood and everything, somebody drove up and seen it and done threw it up on the back of their truck. That's the only bad problem when you got little county roads going through your lease that you're hunting on. But that's all I have seen so far this morning. I've seen 3 deer, one within bow range, that bobcat. I've seen a few chipmunks, a couple squirrels. But, we're going to cut out about 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's still cool. I mean, I could probably sit here all day. But it's just the first day. I've got some things I have to do. Big Al's probably got things he has to do. So we're going to cut out and go get lunch. And like I said, might head back over here this evening. I mean, it don't get dark now till about 7:30. So just stay tuned to J&J True Outdoor Adventures. And of course, there'll probably be another clip by the time we get the truck, see what Alvin's seen. Of course, he's shooting video too. So just stay tuned and we'll see you in the woods. Well, it's about 15 minutes till 11. I done come down out of my tree stand and I'm headed back over where I'll meet up with Alvin, Big Al. And I've seen a total of 3 deer this morning, not counting the 2 we seen in the dark with our headlamps on. I mean, we got within 20 yards of that one. I mean, you can see that deer perfect. And she just stood there, so it was after I tried to video with the phone, which I don't think you could see her, but she ended up turning and going back the way the other one went. But actually seeing deer in daylight hours, 3 deer, that 1 bobcat, that's been it. Haven't heard nothing from Alvin. I just radioed him. I told him I'm headed his way, so just have to wait and see when I get there. So stay tuned. Well, here comes Big Al. Coming up that hill's pain, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Them deer walked right up through there.
Did they?
Yeah, all four. Oh, man. The one I saw this morning was up here in a blue. And I was sitting here, I turned and looked up this way. Because I figured maybe they'd try to sneak down. And it didn't go down that way. And I heard something up here. I looked back up this way. And when I did, I turned back down that way, facing the camera. And as soon as I did, it was coming around. It went down this way and was coming around the hillside.
Come around that hillside?
Yep.
Towards your, yeah.
And it blew and took off around back that way. It looked like a doe.
What time was it when you seen that first one?
Right about like 8:30, something like that.
Okay, it was 8:05. I had this doe come to my left. And she was by herself, no fawn, no nothing.
Right.
And I thought, this first day, I'm going to get some video. So I reached out slowly and turned on the video camera. But apparently I'm skylighted some the way she was standing.
Right.
She seen me right off the bat.
Man.
And she just watched me, and then she walked in front, and I got some footage of her, and she pranced a little bit in front, you know, come around in front of me. And of course she was behind my game camera.
Right.
She was out. I took my rangefinder checking things, and she was about 40 yards out.
Oh man.
But she walked around in front of me and then went over the hill, and you know, I leaned down to the camera saying, okay, it's 8:05, just seen this doe.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she heard me, but I do know the wind was blowing at my back, so when she got around in front of me, she was downwind of me.
Right.
She blew once. That's all she did, and she was gone. And then a little bit later to my left, I seen something. First, I thought it was a coyote. And after I seen what it was a bobcat, and he had a squirrel in his mouth.
I'll be daggone.
And he was going down the four-wheeler trail, and I got the camera on, but by the time I got the camera on trying to see where it was at, it done got into the thick stuff. I couldn't see it. And then, probably about 15 to 10 o'clock, I seen two straight out in front of me. They were going out that ridge where Jared had his second stand.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were headed out that way. I ended up, it was just an opening I could see them go through. They went through the sunlight. That's what caught my eye. So I ended up range finding it, and it was 122 yards.
Wow.
But they were headed out that way like they were going to the road. And I thought, yep, okay, this is their feeding area. Over there is their bedding area.
Right.
And that's where they were headed.
Well, them four come from across the road.
Come this way?
And come this way. The first one I saw, she was huge.
Right.
And I was like, man, as she comes over here, I think I'm going to take her. And she was walking. She come right across the road, come down that little hill, and she was just zigzagging all the way up through. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to bust her. And then all of a sudden, here come a little one.
Yeah.
Then here come another little one. And then here come another little one. I was like, no, I ain't going to shoot her. And she's the only one that come to the salt block. The other three just kind of moseyed on up the hill. And she stayed there forever on that salt block.
Well, you know, I said, like I said, seen that one this morning, seen them other two, and I said, yeah, that's a pretty good day. And of course, you know, they were going away. Nothing else come from my left other than that bobcat. And I'd seen some squirrels and some chipmunks, and I just said, well, you know, it's 10:30. I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Right.
And by the time, you know, I got down out of the tree, got everything put away, you know, it was like 10:45 and whatever, and I hollered at you on the radio, and you didn't come back. So
yeah,
either his batteries are dead, or he forgot to turn it on. I never thought about you seeing anything.
Yeah, she was sitting right there in front of me, and I heard something on my radio, and I was like, man, I don't want to move. And then she just turned. She heard something. Oh, one of the little ones up here blew. And she threw her head up and was looking up that way, and she just turned real easy, and she come right past that little brush pile that's there on my left.
Yeah.
She just come right past it and just walked right on up.
So they were coming up in here.
Yeah, they was walking right up.
And I bet you they're going, let me pan around here, right, right through there. You can't really see it, but that's the edge of the woods, and you got a clear cut. And it's 3 years old, it's growed up, it's a thicket now.
Oh, I'll guarantee you that's right.
So Big Al and I are going to go to our favorite place to eat, and we've already talked to the cook up there. We're going to see if we can get him to fix us some hot dogs, special. Told him we need to start calling them J&J hot dogs. Going to be chili and onions and jalapenos and the cheese sauce he uses on his Woodstock burgers.
Definitely.
And we're going to see how those turn out on toasted buns.
Yes.
So just stay tuned to J&J True Outdoor Adventures. And like I said, we probably, I don't know if we'll come back over this evening or not, but I know we're not coming back in here after lunch. We're just going to go ahead and head home. But just stay tuned, and if there's nothing else this evening, we'll see you in the woods. Thanks for watching. Here comes the J&J hot dogs. Oh boy. You don't mind being on YouTube, do you?
There you go. Oh, thank you.
Look at that. Jalapenos, chili, onions, the cheese sauce. Jared, you're missing it.
Yes, you are.
Look at that. Oh boy, the J&J hot dog. We're going to love it.
Yes, sir.